Is target farming finally real in Last Epoch 1.2? With the new Weaver tree in play, can we actually chase specific late endgame gear without wasting hours? Early and mid-game farming? Honestly, some of the best in the ARPG genre. It's smooth, rewarding, and progression feels fair. But once you hit the deep end, when your goal is to crush Uber Aberroth and optimize every gear slot, the question is, does the grind still respect your time? Look, I'm clearing 1,000 corruption monoliths. I'm killing Aberroth in under a minute. And yet, there's one piece I'm actually ashamed of. My Sentinel helmet. One sad little T6 affix. For a Judgment Paladin in high corruption content? That's just embarrassing. So today I'm putting the new Weaver tree to the test. Let's find out. In this video, I want to share a pretty frustrating experience I had with the new Weaver tree and the target farming system in Last Epoch. We're talking over 500 monolith runs, countless hours of gameplay, and in the end, the big question remains. Does this system even work the way it's supposed to? My goal was actually pretty simple. I just wanted a better helmet for my Judgment Paladin. My build is otherwise in a really solid place. I've got Aberroth armor with 2 T7 affixes, really strong legendary. My sword is a great legendary and has spell damage and increased attack speed. I have nearly perfect boots with T7 movement speed, health, and cooldown recovery. My gloves and relic are also solid. But then there's the helmet, the Leonine Great Helm, which only has a single tier 6 stat. This helmet is important to my defenses because of its implicit stat that massively reduces damage from critical strikes. It's not just a minor thing, it's game-defining, so improving that piece was essential. Now, I wasn't aiming for anything outrageous. I wasn't after a quad T7 item or some ultra-rare god-tier legendary. I just wanted a helmet with 2 tier 6 affixes. Something realistic, something attainable. Or so I thought. I ran monoliths with over 1,000 corruption, very efficiently. I can clear a run in about 1 minute. That means I'm knocking out 50 to 60 echoes an hour. I also use the grand arrogance of Argentis Blessing to increase my helmet drop rate by about 46%. I focused on echoes that showed helmets as the reward, refreshed the maps, took every detour necessary to get more helmet drops. Still, nothing, no usable helmets. Even when clearing multiple helmet nodes in a row, the drops simply weren't there. I kept seeing rewards for swords, shields, glyphs, everything but helmets, and that's where the Weaver tree was supposed to come in. The idea behind the Weaver tree is really cool. You get 4 imprint slots where you can basically tell the game, hey, I want more of this item. Naturally, I imprinted the exact helmet I was aiming for. The theory is that this would increase the chances of finding something similar in various parts of the game. But then came the letdown. I used every imprint slot exactly as the system intends. In Sealed Riches, which affects the loot and lost caches, I placed my helmet. I then ran tons of maps that were full of these caches, sometimes 15 to 20 in a single map. I opened hundreds of them. According to the system, there's a 6% chance to get a similar item, and yet, not a single helmet with 2 T6 affixes? Nothing even close. Then there's Echoing Riches, which affects the reward chests at the end of echoes. The maximum drop chance is supposedly 50%, depending on how far the echo is from the starting point and how high your corruption is. I ran high corruption over 1,000, deep map echoes, and still nothing. On top of all that, I was playing in Circle of Fortune, using prophecies to specifically boost exalted helmet drops. So I had the Weaver tree, the blessing, the right prophecies, and I was farming the right maps. I stacked every available system in the game toward getting this one item.
Approximately 10 hours later.
And after over 10 hours and more than 500 echoes, I didn't get a single helmet that even remotely matched the imprint. Not one. And it gets stranger. I tested imprinting with other items like unique gloves, and suddenly they dropped. Multiple times even. That made me wonder, is this system possibly bugged, or worse? Is it working against certain item types? Like, is it actually blocking my drops rather than improving them? I don't know for sure. But after this kind of targeted effort with everything in place, getting 0 results feels like either a serious flaw in the design or a broken system altogether. It's disappointing, because this wasn't supposed to be a crazy, difficult goal. I didn't want perfection. I just wanted a modest upgrade, a helmet with 2 tier 6 affixes. Something any endgame system should be able to support after 10+ hours of focused gameplay. And yet, the entire experience felt like running in place. Not only did I feel unrewarded, I felt punished for trying to engage with the system as intended. I also consulted the wise internet and found some players telling same stories and have exactly the same issues. So here's my final verdict. As it stands right now, target farming in Last Epoch does not work in late endgame. The Weaver tree promises focused progression, but it doesn't deliver. The tools are there, the ideas are smart, but the execution is failing. There's no real sense of reward, no reliable way to chase upgrades, and for a system that's supposed to respect your time, this one really doesn't. Don't get me wrong, it seems to work with unique items and maybe low-level ones. If you've had similar experiences or if you've managed to make it work somehow, I'd love to hear how. Maybe I'm missing something, or maybe you're just luckier than I am. But for me, after all this effort, the conclusion is clear. 500 Monolith runs, 0 usable Sentinel helmet drops. Target farming? Not in this state,